Guys, welcome back to The Big Life. I'm Kate Phillips,
And I'm Leah Klenke.
and today we have two special guests. Leah, would you like to introduce them?
Yes, today we have Izzy Engle and Grace Restovich, two standout sophomores from the Notre Dame women's soccer team. And we're just going to get to know a little bit more about them, what they did this summer, and kind of how the next season is going to look for them and what they're looking forward to. So, first off, how are you guys?
We're good.
Doing great.
Got back to campus just a few days ago, and we'll be starting preseason tomorrow. So we're obviously super excited.
Exactly. Super excited to get started. We run the beep test tomorrow. So I know everyone on the team's excited. Just energy through the roof.
Awesome. Tell us a little bit about yourselves in general, like where you're from, what position you play, what's your major.
All right, perfect. Okay, I'm Grace. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I've grown up there my entire life. I'm a midfielder here. I've played midfield most of my entire life. I'm more of like a attacking, but I play all positions in the midfield. My major is it's called here film theater television, and I'm trying to do television side and do like maybe sports broadcasting, but just with thoughts of like working in sports after playing soccer. But yeah.
Izzy?
And then I'm Izzy. I'm from Minnesota, and I've similarly lived there most of my life. I was born in New York, but that's not really that important. And then I play forward here at Notre Dame, and I played forward maybe like the last couple years of my high school career. I played attacking mid before that. And then I'm majoring here in the Mendoza like school of business, and I'm doing strategic management. So I don't really know. We'll see where that goes, but just getting a business degree from Notre Dame and kind of love to play soccer, or like we'll hopefully play soccer afterwards and then do whatever comes after that with the business degree. So we'll see.
That's awesome. One thing we like to do is like ask some like quick questions. Is something we did last episode. So like some fun would you rathers. So I guess Grace, you can answer first,
Perfect.
and then Izzy, you can answer after. Would you rather live in the city or live in the country?
I think city.
I'd say city too.
Would you rather eat pizza for every meal or ice cream for every dessert?
Ice cream.
Ice cream too. Let's see how many are
That's fair.
similar.
Of course we're the same.
Yes.
Would you rather eat only sweet foods or only salty foods for the rest of your life?
Definitely sweet foods.
Ooh, salty.
Ooh.
Yeah. I love sugar, so
Would you rather live without music or live without TV shows?
without TV shows for sure.
I would say the same thing, yeah.
No homework every day or no test ever again? My bad.
No tests, I would say, for me.
I would maybe say no homework.
Always straight A's and hate your classes or only C's but love your classes?
Ooh. Honestly, I'm gonna get the A, you know?
I was gonna say this.
Like-
Yeah, you could just that GPA. I'd love to have a great one.
I would love a good GPA. You know what? Fun classes would make school fun, but just
Y'all
drive.
y'all have your priorities straight.
Yeah,
Got some smart girls. That's why.
try to be.
We're the opposite, and that's why we want the A's. No, we're both that. Yeah, we're good.
Very smart. And also for those of you that don't know, Grace and Izzy are BFFs. So
Oh, yeah.
that's probably why they have a bunch of the same answers.
Oh.
Okay, we have a couple more questions that more relate to soccer. Would you rather run the beep test or a mile as fast as you can?
Honestly, it's kind of crazy. I don't mind the beep test, but I guess the mile would be over faster. So
That's like exactly what I was thinking. I'm not even. I was like, okay, the beep test, I'd probably rather run it, but then that's
Yeah.
15, 20 minutes, and then the other one's like literally.
like just sprint for a mile, I could probably do that.
No, I was gonna say mile too.
Yeah. I feel like I'd have to agree with mile.
Yeah.
Faster you go, the faster it's over.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Would you rather have soccer practice in the morning or in the afternoon?
Now it's the afternoon because Notre Dame, that's what we do. But I sometimes like in the morning it's nice to get over with, but balancing school and stuff, I think afternoon fits nicely in our schedule.
Yeah, I would like totally agree with that. I would probably say like personally, if I just had to pick, I'd do morning, but I love like the way that we do it. Like you get a whole day, you get to like have pretty normal school schedule just being done by like 3 p.m. So I actually do like it, but I'd probably say morning.
Would you rather always take a PK when the chance is given or never take a PK?
Always for sure.
Yeah, for sure, always, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Good
That's
answers. Yeah. We got some confident.
Yeah.
Confident
Hopefully.
girls. Last one. Would you guys rather win an Olympic gold medal or a World Cup gold medal?
Um, that's hard.
I'd probably say
I'd say World
World Cup, yeah.
World Cup because I would say like everyone's playing in the World Cup, whereas like Olympics it's sometimes
Right.
not everyone.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's a good answer. And like World Cup is like only soccer, so it's
Mhm.
World Cup is just like soccer donkey. You know what?
Everyone's bringing like their top talent
Yeah.
for that
That's
year.
a dream.
Okay, so now just pivoting more into kind of what you guys did this summer, we want to know more about y'all's experiences. So just in general, tell us kind of what y'all did this summer for Team USA.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, we both went down to Costa Rica and played with the under-20 national team in the CONCACAF tournament. So it was like the World Cup qualifiers, and the World Cup will be in Poland next September. So like, I mean, hopefully that's what we're working towards as well, and just got to keep getting called in, and like that's what we're going for. But it was like such a sweet experience. Unfortunately, like we did get third. We didn't win the tournament. We probably we had people the talent to do it, but we lost to a very talented Canada team. So that was very unfortunate. And we actually had a teammate on that team too. So
Yeah.
that was like a really fun game just to play against her too. But yeah, I don't know, Grace, if you want to add more to that.
Yeah, I'll add just like being with like obviously Izzy is one of my best friends, so like that makes that experience that much sweeter. And like pre-camp and the people you meet along the way, I think that's like probably would be a highlight of my summer. Just like the pre-camp being in Florida together, it's new faces, new people. So I would say just like and then obviously being with your best friend, we had a few other Notre Dame teammates too. So getting to do that with like all of your best friends is just so perfect and like what you dream of. So like when it actually happens is just so amazing. And then, yeah, CONCACAF didn't end the way we fully wanted to, but I mean, growing as a team and like us just being there together is just such an awesome experience. You can't beat it, really. Obviously, it's something you always work for, and then when you're in it, you like need to take a step back and realize it is like you just like, it's a dream of yours. So it was an awesome experience. I mean, there's so much to learn and grow from that. Like losing sucks, and so us like losing to talented Canada team was something that like you know what it hurts in the moment, but it only fueled the team for further games. So yeah, the World Cup is what we like. Obviously, everyone's working for, but gotta make every roster.
I do want to preface though, we did qualify for the World Cup. So we did
Yeah.
our job. We did our like what we needed to do.
Yeah, we came to qualify for it, but yeah, didn't quite finish with the first, but
but it's okay.
we can only learn and get better.
Yes.
What was kind of the lead up to the CONCACAF tournament for y'all? Like, how did you guys get called in? Like, how did you guys get looked at? How did they pick the roster?
Yeah.
There were like, I want to say there were 2 camps, I think, before pre-camp in the spring. So we both went down to Atlanta in like April, and we actually went over to Spain in February and played against England, Spain, and Netherlands. So that was also a really cool experience, just getting to play against some of the top talent in the like entire world. Like their countries are all super stacked. And then the Atlanta camp was very much like we're both 2006 age group, so it was very much like 2006, 2007, and that was kind of the pool that they were looking at for the CONCACAF roster, and then that kind of came out a couple, like maybe a month after that camp.
Yeah, so I think every camp you kind of go to, and then obviously our college seasons in the fall. I mean, every game you play, every opportunity you get to play is like obviously someone's watching you. So I would say also the prep up leading to it too. Like obviously we can talk about that too. Like how do we prepare for it? I mean, I think every time you get called up is like an amazing opportunity. So we both were fortunate to go to Spain. So whenever you're there, it's like obviously in the back of your mind, they tell you too, like CONCACAF is coming up. And so like obviously like a goal of yours, and it's important to make goals too, because then you can reach them, and then it's also an awesome thing. But so then the Atlanta camp was great. Just obviously you go in there, perform, make new friends, like make it a whole experience, and then work as hard as possible with our college teams. And that's another thing we prepped. I would say like a lot of our prep wasn't at Notre Dame, and just making sure we stayed prepared in case you got the call, because you never know. It's roster to roster, you have no idea. But we just I think stayed prepared, and then once school was over for the month of May, just do work on your own, and then hope you get the call.
And what opponents did you guys play when you were in CONCACAF?
We played. So I think we played Guyana, and then Puerto Rico, and then Costa Rica, and then Canada. And then I think the final like would have been Mexico. So it was kind of like that Central America, North America, like confederation of teams all there.
Awesome. what would you guys say is the biggest difference, or what kind of do you have to change in your mentality going from like youth national team camps and these games and then like college? Like what's the big difference there? Like how's the level, that sort of thing?
Sure. I would say Notre Dame does like an amazing job. I do have to say, like, the talent you're surrounded with, like, does prepare you. If not, like, you can go into those environments and like lead in your own ways and help with stuff that like, I've learned here. So I do think that's such an important piece is like the college you come from. It's like if they prepare you, which hopefully that's somewhere you go, then it is makes that experience and that transition a little bit easier. But I would just say like yeah, like Notre Dame has helped prep us and keep us prepared and also just making sure that like it's never like I mean you're never like oh yeah I better make this camp. It's more just like always stay prepared, and I think that mentality has kind of helped me along the way is that like day to day like get better every single day, and then that will hopefully lead you to then when you go to this stuff like you can just be yourself. Obviously you do have to adapt to environments, like it's gonna be a change, but it's also like something that like you've already prepared and you already have gone through that scenario in your head of like when I get there it might be a little faster, a little quicker, because granted you're with like all the best players in the country, which is such an amazing like time you're playing with all the best players. But so it's just a little bit of a change, but I would just say as long as you stay prepared before it, like when you get there it's like all right I can do this.
No, yeah, I would totally echo everything that Grace said. And like Notre Dame prepared us so well for all the camps that we were in this spring and summer and the tournament. I would say one difference too is probably just like, well, I guess maybe some of the CONCACAF teams, maybe not, but like the opponents we play, like it's just the style of play in the
Yeah.
US is so different from like over like even when we went to Spain, like those were like kind of brutal games and kind of eye-opening games and how talented like those like Spanish teams and just the way that they pass, the way they possess, and like that made us like being defending them and stuff like have to grow and adapt our game and learn from that. And that's just obviously different from the way the US plays and the way the college game is. But Notre Dame for sure like prepared me, Grace, and our other teammates, and like even Leah, who's done like other US stuff, like prepares all of us really well. And I would say it makes the transition easier for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that idea that you guys keep mentioning, like just staying prepared because again, you have no idea when you're gonna get called up, what's gonna happen. You can be added to a roster last minute, you can be just like cut from a roster, like it's all up in the air. So you just have to stay prepared and just work your hardest and just try to be like mentally ready at all times.
And it's for sure like I mean, we were obviously like like they told us the timeline. They're like, there's gonna be this camp like in January. They're like, there's gonna be these 5 camps this spring, summer. And like it's easy to like be in Spain, be in Atlanta, and like be looking forward. But I think like, and I know me and Grace like have talked about this and have the same like perspective on it. Like you just have to like be in the moment, be like, I should try to like find gratitude in like where I'm at right now because you never know, like it could be your last opportunity. Like you're gonna do everything you can for it not to be, but like it could be. So just like yeah, being grateful, staying in the present, and then like just working as hard as you can to get called into the next one.
Yeah, right.
Totally agree.
Good point.
Love it.
The last thing before we transition kind of into more college soccer is since you guys are more kind of put in the spotlight, like people know about you guys just because you guys have been super successful in soccer, which is wonderful. How do you guys handle any like social media, like how do you handle your social media, like because you guys are in the spotlight, and then how do you like off of that, like how do you keep your confidence like up so that you're able to be prepared at all times for these camps?
I would just say like being authentic is so important. And like I know Izzy's the same exact way, and that's why like we get along so well. But it's just like being your true self, and like what you put out there is a reflection of yourself. So being aware that like what you put out there is going to represent you, and so you want others to obviously that's what they'll view you as. And so I think also like we are so big in our faith, and that's something that like we're not like we want to glorify God in all that we do. And I think being able to promote that, especially if you have some form of a following, is so important. And I think just like if that's who you are, do it, and like do it like with like do it for your full self. And so I think that was just so important. And then like keeping confidence and stuff is just like also being rooted in your faith, like understanding that like you're doing everything like for obviously for God and for your faith, and like there's something bigger out there than just yourself and like your teammates, everything. And I think it's also the people you surround yourself with. Like I mean Izzy and I are with each other all day every day, and it's like as long as you have someone that you can like lean on and stuff, like that's also a boost of confidence too.
Yeah. I mean, and she talked about being rooted and like that's like what we both find our value in. So it's like, yeah, it's like sweet, like you get posted by some like
Yeah,
Notre Dame and like having a good game, and it's cool to get like that recognition, but like that's never what either of us are doing it for. And like she said it like perfectly, like we do it to glorify God and to just shine his light to other people and the most that we can. Like social media is honestly like it's a great platform to be able to use that. And like we like have somewhat of a following, not so maybe like, yeah, I
A
don't know,
tiny
1,000.
following.
It's really nothing crazy. But yeah, just using like whatever we have and the gifts and the situations that God's placed us in to glorify him. And I feel like that keeps you rooted and that keeps you humble. And that's like a big theme within our Notre Dame team too. And like how like humble can we be in every moment and just going into this season, like we're always like working for it. We're always like trying to earn the next thing and like nothing's gonna be given to us. So in that way, like social media, yeah, the recognition, it's great. Like it always feels good, but just like remembering who you do it for, remembering your why, like even if it's not faith and stuff, but and then also just like staying grounded and remember like usually the media is either you're always not as like as good or as bad as they say you are. So
And I think also not putting like too much value also on social
oh,
media and like what people say and stuff because it's like once again like yeah it could feel good to have an Instagram post but it's like if that's what you find like joy and happiness in it won't ever satisfy you so finding other things that would actually fulfill you is what helps in the long run.
I love like your guys' answer about like using your faith as like a platform. Like that's awesome. Just because a lot of people don't usually like see social media as that, especially as an athlete as well. Could you guys tell us a little bit about your freshman season in college this last year?
Yeah, I mean, I would say like both of us had like successful freshman years for sure, but like that doesn't go without saying like they weren't ups and downs and like it was for sure still a roller coaster. And even looking towards this fall, like we're super excited and like we're prepared for the adversity and we're prepared for like whatever's gonna come at us. But, like we know it's gonna happen and like we know like all three of us, all four of us, like in college and stuff, like you know how to deal with it, but doesn't mean it's not gonna come. So yeah, I think like we like learned a lot this season or that last season. I think there was like what was really special. We had a lot of like freshmen doing well and playing. And I think what was like cool was we had like this, even like our upperclassmen had it, like this kind of like not naive, but like this just like joy and just like happiness to be there that like it almost made it like that helped our chemistry, that helped like us on the field because we were just like honestly just having so much fun with each other, like playing, like doing what we love. So it was like, I mean, I have like I look back on last season and it was so much fun. And I think like the biggest things like I want to learn from it is like what can I keep doing that like I did last year, that Grace did last year, that Leah did last year, like what can we keep doing? And then like we also worked out so much in the off season on like there were obviously we didn't win a national championship. And even if we did, I'm sure there were things to learn from it. So and there were so many things that we could learn from last season. So I feel like we have a really good perspective going into this season. And we took like a lot of lessons from like all our losses, our ties, like it was very far from perfect, but yeah, I have a lot to be proud of. I'm proud of myself and like for our transition into college and I can't wait to see what this season's gonna hold.
That was well said too. I would just say, yeah, the thing that highlight like that stands out the most if I think about freshman year is just yeah, the joy. And like I'm listening to you talk and I'm like smiling, like I'm like, oh my gosh, it was like it was obviously nothing's perfect, but like I couldn't picture anything a better spot to be. Obviously Notre Dame, like us three, all of our parents all went here, so it ended up just kind of working out for that. It's actually crazy.
That is
All
crazy.
yeah, all of our parents met in Notre Dame. That's awesome. But yeah, so like obviously it's been a dream of mine, and I know you guys too, just to play here. And so I think being able just to wear the uniform every day and like walk around campus, like we all talk about like the gratitude it brings. And I think that's also what helped us just have so much fun and like bring so much joy out of each other, which is that like it's something we love to do. And I also think it's like I mean, we were in the Sweet 16 and we're all dancing at halftime, and you're just like that team, like what is happening? Because it's just so much joy. But and then also just like the learning lessons. There's so much to learn and grow from every game, like your approach and mentality from wins, losses, ties. Like there's so much to like grow, and I think that's the exciting thing that we could take into this next year is that like while we do have talent, like we're humble enough to know that like we're not like everyone's awesome. Every team is going to be great this year, and like it's all there's so yeah, we're just so excited. There's just so much to get better at, and yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, I like how y'all mentioned like having fun. I mean, it's just super important to always have fun. Like that's why we play. And like if you're not having fun, then something's wrong. But and then also the second thing is just like kind of Grace and Izzy mentioned, like us at Notre Dame and probably like every other school too. One of our big things is like humility. So
Mhm.
just always staying grounded, staying rooted, and remembering your why you play, and then just working like you have the most fun when you serve others and you serve your teammates.
Exactly.
And that just helps the whole team like come together and reach a common goal together, and that's how you have the most fun. So I feel like that's what brings us really close as a Notre Dame team. We're all just like we're just
Yeah.
laughing and smiling the whole time.
I love it.
We have so much fun together.
Yeah, we
And like
do.
something, yeah. And I think something
Uh,
special, like even what our coach always talks about was like how can you guys serve each other? And I think that kind of environment has like made our practices everything so positive and so much fun. Obviously, yeah, it's not all sunshine and rainbows like every day, but I do think like with the ability of all of each other just to go out to practice every day, either locker room, anything, it's just like how can we make each other better and not like oh how can like what is everyone gonna give me? What's everyone gonna do for me? It's like how can I serve other people? I think.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, that's huge. How was overall the transition from like club soccer and high school soccer, if you guys did that, into the college soccer environment? So just the
Yeah.
transition from high school to college soccer.
Yeah. I mean, I would say like my club and high school environment, both like athletically and academically, actually like prepared me like really well for Notre Dame. Like even we like were both blessed to like be in USA camps and like that level and like the speed of play like prepared me well. In terms of like, I mean, I would also actually add the like speed of play was probably like the biggest thing for
Yeah.
me. Just like, and I feel like every like high schooler into college says that because it is different and you're playing against girls that are bigger, faster, stronger. It's like how can you like adjust to it, but also still have the confidence to know like you're good enough to play in this league, like you're here for a reason. So I think like for me it actually went pretty smoothly. I'm also like super close to my family and I was like a little bit scared that like, oh, being homesick, like I'm from Minnesota, like it's not too far, but like it's not like they're here every single weekend. But I actually like, I mean, our team is like a family, and I think like that was it, like helped me assimilate so much easier to the school. So I would say it actually went much smoother than I thought it would, but like in a good way.
Yeah, I would say the same too. I would say speed of play, obviously, like, I mean, you can't mimic a college environment, especially if you go to, I mean, any university, I'm sure it's high speed, and that's what Notre Dame promotes here is just like our speed of play. So I think just adjusting to that, but I think having just like an open mindset and just ready to learn, I think really helped because like even like our first game, we lost, and like even that film session, like I literally like just learned so much from just the first one, and I think my ability like from that game to the next one, just to be able to be coached and be open to that because obviously it's not the easiest thing when you don't succeed fully the first time you try it. But I think as long as you don't quit when someone like a coach gets on you or you need to learn. So I think like just my ability to like and anyone's ability just to flip the page and just it's not gonna be perfect when you first start, but just to keep trying and keep going. I think that was super important and what helped me in the long run because it's not easy. I mean, in the people too, like your transition, you're away from home, so that's also hard. But just finding your people and really sticking with each other, I think helped
Yeah, and I feel like there were just so many like learning. Like I feel like we
so
grew so
much.
much in 1 year and matured so much. Like not that we were like immature coming in, but like you just like find out how to be independent, how to live on your own, and like how to take like yeah, like a coach. I mean, it's happened to all of us. Like a coach yelling at you, a coach like telling you like pointing you out in film in front of the whole team. And like as a freshman, as a senior, like it's hard for everyone, but like especially if you've never been in that position. So I feel like we like learned so much, grew so much, and it's like really cool to look back on too.
Yeah, and I still say like, um, looking back on like now, I mean it's only been a year, but like it's crazy how it's already been a year.
Good old
But I'm
days.
just like looking back, even at the when I first came in, it's like how far I've grown from now, and also like the moments that those are what make you better. So it's like if you're going into your first season or whatever, and you're nervous, it's like, that's so normal, and also like where you'll be from a year from now. It's like if you just do like all the right things, like listen. I mean, obviously your coaches have your best interests and stuff. So it's just like as long as you can just learn as much as you can, be a sponge. I think that's like the best advice.
What are you guys looking forward to then this upcoming season?
I mean, I'm sure the answer is gonna be the same for all of us, but like the games and
Yep.
just like all the like fun memories that we're gonna have together. And like obviously the games are where like you can put on the show of like what we've been practicing, what we've been working on. But like even just day in and day out, like I think about like locker room hangouts. We just got a new locker room, which has been great. And we've all been hanging out there like pretty much all day. She's in the locker room, yeah. So
Beautiful.
exactly. So like even just like the little things, the like daily moments, like I don't want to just highlight the games because obviously like yeah, that's where like scoring and the winning and all that happens, and that's how you win a national championship. But even just like all the moments that we have together as a team is what I'm at least looking forward to.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I'm thinking the same thing. Like literally just today, we're out in the field and just like this is like it's like yeah, where dreams are made. And I think us growing up here at Notre Dame, it's like you've seen that field a million times. So then being able to play on it is just so amazing. And the late night games, we have a lot of good home games this year. And the people here, like all of our dorm friends, like school friends, other athlete friends, like obviously everyone they love to support. So I think yeah, just being at home games are so fun. And just like the school year, like all the little memories that happen. Like there's so many times over the summer we were talking to each other and like looking back at memories, you're like, this is a perfect, like this is amazing. This was so fun. And you're like, gosh, like overall, it was just so much fun. So like it's all the little things as much as it is the big things and like the stuff you like the soccer, the grind, the process, like just finding joy, I think, in the process and the practices early, late. So just excited for it all, obviously. But yeah.
I know we like didn't really answer it that well. But
Yeah,
so
not at all.
No.
I'm like the game. I mean, sure, everything else too, but the
Game
game.
practices, locker room,
Yeah.
everything.
I mean, anything. I mean, I guess class I could be excited for. Like, I can be different trying to class.
I'm gonna really cherish this month before it starts.
For sure.
Soak it all in.
Yeah.
Yeah, excited to see the people again. I would
But
say,
still,
like,
yeah.
yeah, I would say
Yeah.
the other thing is like the people here at Notre Dame are so awesome, and like we have so many great friends on different sports teams, different dorms, like from classmates. So I think that's also a special thing that like I'm so grateful for that I've found in Notre Dame. It's just that there's so many amazing people here, no matter if on your team or not. And so I think there's so many bonds that I made my freshman year that I just love, and I'm super excited to see everyone again when they come back to school.
Awesome. So Grace is excited for school.
I mean, like maybe, but I'll say that's a little
We
different.
don't have the like work of school quite yet.
The
Yeah.
idea of school being college,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Once you get to the end of preseason, you're like, I need classes. I need like something else in my day.
Right.
Yeah. That's true. The first day of school is always fun.
yeah.
You just like
After that,
Yeah.
I'm kidding. No, I'm making it sound like I like don't like school.
No.
Izzy loves school.
Okay, I
And
don't know
two
about school.
smarties on the call. Very smart, and Grace is also really smart.
You are. No.
You guys are laughing, but we all know that you guys are very, very
We do.
smart. They make very good grades.
We'll
And
put
they're
the work in.
really good at soccer.
Put the work in for academics. We'll try.
We do try. We put the work in.
Yeah. Put the student and student athlete.
Exactly.
Yes, you guys do a great job of that. You guys seem very well rounded and
Thank you.
good at soccer,
Thank
school, and everything else in between. So, since we're just kind of entering preseason, what is one thing that you're excited for specifically in this preseason? To do with the team, it can be doing with soccer or outside of soccer, anything.
I would say last year we did these skits and my group was I think the funniest group I've ever met, but I was a freshman and so I didn't even realize it. And I still look back on videos from that one night. We just did like literally inside out. We were all different characters and I will still cry laughing at the video. And just the memories of like the night building up to it, making our skit, like that was just such like a bonding moment. So I think that was really funny. And when it happens again, I hope we can top it.
I know. I was like trying to think of something specific, and the skit night is exact. Her group was hilarious. My group, we did like Love Island skit, so that was also like I loved it. It was so fun to do.
Well, yeah.
That
So,
was so
we do have to
funny.
do that again.
Yeah, that was really funny. Yeah.
But
And for my
other than
sugar addiction, I would say ice cream nights.
that, there were a lot of like we had ice cream night tonight too.
Yep.
There was a
Whole team ice cream night.
I think ice cream nights tomorrow night too. Maybe the next night.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
we do have
yeah.
one tomorrow night too.
Okay,
Yeah.
actually, it's
Yes,
on our schedule.
Yeah, it's on the
yeah.
schedule. Ice cream tomorrow. Yeah. So we like sweet treats.
I think also preseason, like what I love is like what the weather's like so. I mean, the weather's nice in the fall too, but like it's so nice in the summer, and like all the days are just like glorious. So like even just like going and like doing wall ball outside, like being on the field, being outside, like when you don't have like class and like homework hanging over you is so fun.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Awesome. Okay, awesome. One last question is who are you guys most excited to play this season?
I have my answer, but do I?
Revenge or
I was literally thinking I had two answers. One was revenge, one wasn't.
okay, let's say
I'll take
revenge
another
first.
one, but
Let's say revenge first.
okay.
3,
3, 2, 1. Stanford.
Oh, we don't play Stanford.
That's awesome.
We don't play Stanford.
Oh yeah. Wait, yeah, we don't. I don't
Wait,
know.
yeah,
We
Stanford,
lost to
yeah.
Stanford. Yeah, so I was like, I would love to play them in the national.
Yeah, I'd love to play them.
That'd be
Yeah, but
so
actually on our
sick.
schedule right now, I would say Duke, we had a good match with them last year, so it'll be
I
fun.
think UNC too, because we didn't play them last year.
Yeah.
That was
Duke
gonna be
was-
my first answer.
Yeah, that was mine too. But I was like, you know what? Maybe we were thinking the same, but
We
no.
also know, I mean, we had like there were girls from UNC on from camp and stuff, and there were some that were in like Costa Rica with us and like that were close too. So
Yeah.
like it's gonna be fun too to like play against friends and people that you know.
Yeah, I think UNC, that's a good one too. Just a lot of good friends on that team. They're talented roster, so it'll be a fun match. We play them.
Everyone's gonna be so good. Like,
Yep.
I'm excited.
Those are all home
I'm excited,
games
Kate, I'm
too.
excited for your season too.
Thanks. Thank you.
And we talked so much, we're all Notre Dame, and I'm like, dude, you're gonna do great too.
Well, we want to thank you guys for coming on. You guys said a lot of like really important things that I think a lot of like freshmen can take away, even just club soccer players. So, thank you so much for coming on, and I can't wait for everybody to get to watch you guys do amazing this season again.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes,
thank
of course.
you.
Come back on whenever.
I know we'll come back.
Cool.
Make sure to catch these two superstars in season this fall, and we appreciate everyone listening. Your messages and feedback mean everything to us, so catch us on Instagram at Leah.Klenke and Kate Phillips 04. See you next week.